What the hell is a rat race? Even if I didn't know what a rat race was, I sure as hell would not want to be part of one. Now, a rat race is basically the competitive struggle in the working world. But the problem is that people get so caught up in this competitive struggle for wealth and power that they don't have time for anything else. They get so consumed by their job that at that point it's all they know. It's all they see every single day. And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing if you're working towards your own goals, towards your own business. But if you're working still for somebody else and you're still getting the same paycheck month after month, year after year, it's just not worth it at all. And loads of people would be happy in their job, and that's great for you. Like, I'm really happy to hear that. It's something that you should at least not hate doing. From my perspective, you should be doing something that you have passion for, that you have an interest for, right? If I don't like banking, I'm not going to go into banking just for the money, just so I can kill myself every single day doing numbers. But John, on the other hand, he might love numbers, he might love maths, every single thing about it. So John goes and specializes in maths. He gets his degree, he gets his first job, he's happy out. After a few years in working wherever he works, John realizes that he doesn't like banking anymore. He does not like maths. He hates it now. He does not want to have anything to do with it. John starts to look for other jobs. So while he's still working at his job, he's also looking for other jobs. But since John isn't qualified for any other job that has the same earnings as he earns every month, he will stay in that job until he finds another one. But since he doesn't develop his skills for any other job, he's going to keep that job for years and years to come until he doesn't even care anymore. He's just going to keep doing it. It's a habit. It's his job. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't know how to leave. So what John should have been doing is building another skill to apply to another job. That could be any skill. That could be graphic design. That could be marketing, sales, whatever. There's so many online. But if he was to develop himself, he could have found another job ages ago. So while John was working at his banking firm, he should have been saving money and investing the money into assets that will gain value over time. Therefore, he will be making money outside of the salary that he's getting every month. So at that point, if John was to leave his job, he would have had money coming in to his account no matter what from his assets. Your goal is to have enough assets to cover your monthly expenses so that you can live without having to worry about paying your rent or other expenses. People who don't own any assets, they don't have money coming anywhere outside of their paycheck. That's why they're so dependent on their job, because if they lose their job, they're done. They can pack their bags up and go live on the street. So the first thing you need to know is what is an asset and then what is a liability. If you know the difference between the two of them, you're already winning. In order to not be in the rat race, you basically have to save up some money and then put it away. Okay, keep it safe, put it away and invest into something. Do your research, it's quite easy, everything's online. Trust the source as well. I mean, don't trust all the sources, so find a reliable source that you can trust and read up as much as you can. Then once you think you know what you're doing, give it a go. Just try and do your best, because if you don't start early on, you're gonna wish that you did when you're older. Some people dream of opening their own restaurant or a little cafe or a little bookshop, whatever it is. If you have enough money for that, good for you. But a lot of people, probably including you since you're watching this video, but don't worry, I am also like you, trying to figure out what I want to do, trying to figure out my purpose, my goals, You know, everything is kind of connected when you think about it, because your job should serve some sort of purpose in your life. And when you get that feeling of fulfillment from your job, that's when you know you've reached peak. You have gotten to the top of the mountain. You can give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. However, if you do not receive that feeling of satisfaction and joy from your job, then let me tell you something, sir or ma'am. You probably already guessed it, but you're doing the wrong thing. I'm sorry to inform you about this, but it's better late than never. It is quite vital that you at least know what you want to do, because if you don't know, then I don't think anybody else knows for you. Going back to the question, I guess. Let's not work for some random dude for the rest of our lives, is what I'm trying to say. Let's actually learn important skills, be able to put them into practice. I decided right there at the age of 18 that I was going to use my time to develop myself, to develop my skills, my mind, my relationship with myself and with others, basically developing all throughout, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. And I found that reading one book a week has benefited me so much. I feel so much better. Like, I feel the success inside of me. I feel it. Like, I know something great is gonna happen to me. I just gotta keep going at it. Great things will happen. And the same can happen for you. You just have to find your little seed, plant that little seed, watch it grow, water it. You know, do your shit. Don't stop because you don't see any growth. Like right now, I'm not seeing any growth in any of my channels, but I don't really care. I'm doing this because it's fun, and as a creative person, I really enjoy the process of putting together a video or an artwork and seeing it from start to finish. Just something aesthetic about it. My goal is just to share everything that I learned with everyone who is actually curious about the world and about how they can become the best versions of themselves and how they can be the best version of themselves for the world. How can you contribute to the world in the most impactful way, as well as being good towards you, because everything in this world, remember, it revolves around you. But don't think of it in a condescending, conceited kind of way, okay? It's not like that. I'm just pointing out that you're the center of your universe, therefore you can make the universe whatever you